If the Sneakier Snakes take this game, they will take a spot at the spring finals later this year to represent North America, and they will knock the move out of the top 4 position. Let's see if Dilly can do it.
Yeah, let's see what Jamili can do on the Shadow Priest. He's going to need to be supported quite well by Roasties on that subtlety rogue. I feel like Dilly Poo is probably going to be the target of choice. Roasties charging in, gets the full kidney shot. Dilly gets cheap shot, big damage coming up from Jamili. Nice fear on the side Foxy, so he can get out those casts. Shadow crash as well, but Dilly Poo looks like he's going to be fine. Uses the Feign Death, Milkman dispels. Now everyone from Sneakier Snakes is at 100% HP. That first go from the Regects not really accomplishing too much.
Nice explosive trap. He knocked Jamili out of the Earthen Shield Totem, so Jamili's trying to crawl back into that to get some damage reduction. He's looking for a Mass Dispel on the trap. The utility from the Shadow Priest would make you think that it could be favored in this matchup, so at least that's a decent theory crap, but look at their HP. Everyone's down below 50%. Vampiric Embrace is used by Jamili. That's going to heal his whole team from his damage, and now finally, some counter pressure. We see Foxy at 10%, and he's just dying to dots. Dilly's at 50%. Milkman trying to pick him back up with a well-timed Archangel offensive penance. Foxy's trying to push through. He used a lot of defensive cooldowns to stay offensive. If Jamili can keep up this pressure, they could find an opportunity.
Yeah, full trap on Rubcub. Jamili into the main. Dispersion is forced out, so big defensive cooldown. Milkman stabilized his team. There's the full kidney shot from Roasties. Jamili in position to land a fear as well. Pain suppression going to be used on a Foxy. That situation was excellently read by Milkman to slow down any sort of pressure the Regects could get.
All right, Foxy has Incarnation, but right now Dilly is in trouble. Shadow Crash coming in onto Dilly. Feign Death the dots off. He's trying to reduce the pressure, but Jamili just free casting Vampiric Touches. Tons of damage up from Jamili. Mind Flays being channeled. Rubcub though caught into the stun. Double bursting shot. Dilly needs to snipe the trap. Jamili's trying to eat it. He gets stunned away. Wyvern Sting instead. He pre-links the Wyvern Sting. Nice play from Rubcub.
Yeah, Void Shift still going to be available for Jamili, so he can swap his HP with anyone on his team. Full trap on DR.
Oh
trap.
no!
Rubcub, so much pressure onto Jamili. He goes for the Master Spell. He's able to get it off. Void Shift still available. He uses it onto Roasties, but Roasties could be in some trouble. He has no evasion, no nothing. Smoke Bomb's going to be dropped out. Dilly Poo has a response. Uses the aspect of the turtle, the barrier as well. So Dilly Poo should be completely fine. Nicely read by Sneakier Snakes, and they're going to be able to continue this onslaught onto Jamili.
Yeah, Jamili gets silenced. He can't cast. He can't heal himself. He's in a lot of trouble. Rubcub is having trouble picking him back up. He's trying to get some defensive mind controls. They silence into kidney shot. They need to go for the winning play. Foxy pre-walls. He knows that he has them against the ropes. He's just trying to stay aggressive, but this is an offensive play that can be punished later on. Dilly caught into a cheap shot. They're trying to take him out. Will they find it? There's the bash. They need the trap. Can Dilly land the trap? He goes for Wyvern Sting instead. He's going to play it safe. Roasties get swapped to. And Sneakier Snakes. Sneakier Snakes are looking like they're going to be able to make it. Roasties is hanging out, but it's not enough. And Sneakier Snakes 4-0. The Regects, they're going to the spring finals, knocking the move out of the top 4.
Sneakier Snakes slithering their way through the lower bracket and into the spring finals. I've used that joke once before. I'm going to use it again, but honestly, excellently done by Sneakier Snakes. Zico, were there any moments that really stood out for you?
They did a great job in that lower bracket, took down multiple contenders for this season. They took down Method Black, took down Method Orange, took down the Regects. These are all the teams that are ahead of them, minus the Super Frogs, of course, and Method Black didn't quite make it, but they were definitely a contender for this season. So Sneakier Snakes definitely proved that they earned their spot there. Jungle looking like a rock solid comp as well, and they did it in great fashion. And I mean, some of these teams definitely gonna have to go back to the board because there's a European jungle as well waiting for them in the spring finals. So if Method Orange and these teams that struggled with the jungle want to have a shot at that $100,000 in the spring finals and want to have a shot at that direct qualification for BlizzCon, they're going to need to find an answer for jungle, and Sneakier Snakes proved that today.
Yeah, and I actually think we have a few moments picked out from that game as well that you could walk us through to see how exactly Sneakier Snakes closed this series out.
It will be my pleasure to bring out the pen one final time for this spring season. And we can see here another classic jungle setup. Again, just Foxy getting so much damage up onto Jamili here. Again, the classic one that we've been saying time and time again, getting Jamili low, softening him up before they go. You can see the kick has landed onto Rubcub. They're waiting to land that trap onto Rubcub and force out major defensives. They have already forced out the Vampiric Embrace from Jamili. You can see that Roasties has already used a couple of his defensives as well. Has that Cloak of Shadows active right now. And you can see Rubcup is playing that relentless talent, so he's not going to be able to trinket Link at a later time. You can see here, Milkman still has a lot of his cooldowns available.